hop in here against Baltimore. We will in a minute once, you know, people get into the stream. I'm just going to go into my profile, copy the link, and send it into your guys' main chat. Just going to go into my profile, copy the link, and send it. There we go. It's copied, and I shall paste it. Here we go. So yeah. Going to the game, play game. Okay. We do not have 4 valid lineups, so I'm actually just gonna go and do that quick. What do we not have that's valid? Right here. What position is it? Sorry, it's right field. So right field is just gonna wait. No, if it's against a lefty, it's not gonna be Kepler. It's gonna be Orlando Arcia. Right? Yeah, Arcia, lefties, right-handed pitchers. It's gonna be Kepler. Correct. Yep. So we're gonna go full game. Quick counts on. Clear skies. MLB Network. Hybrid. Also, Jake. Not what is he? Barrios is starting. I actually want to redo the pitching rotation quick because, yeah, no, we'll do this. We'll roll with this pitching rotation. And here we go. We can go into opening day now here in Baltimore. Gonna quickly load into this game. Everyone is healthy. We got Morrison, Wilson, Arcia, and Brendan Phillips coming off the bench. I believe we're Barrios versus Dylan Bundy, so should be a good pitching matchup here. Hopefully Barrios can be the ace that we are looking for, and hopefully we can get this dub against Baltimore. Now, I'm going to try to play as many games as I can tonight. We should hopefully be able to get to mid-April up to the beginning of May done, to be honest. Depending on how long I can stay on for, which I assume is going to be a while.
Striding into the box, Byron Buxton.
Gosman.
And we are ready for some daytime baseball.
Byron Buxton leading off 16 bombs last year, 1-1 count.
2-1 now to the Twins leadoff man.
Bundy working with 3 pitches, as guest pitch is also on for me. As Buxton will swing
drive
at that,
to center field.
He will not be able to get a hit. So Buxton
has it for the first
fly out to center field, which is Adam
contact to
Jones.
start out the inning. Thought he might be on base with some sort of a hit, but it hung up there too long. Just unlucky that time.
One out. On so far, as this pitch is fouled off just
bases are empty,
that's why it probably could have been taken, but it wasn't. Now the 2-2 count. Rosario will swing on this one. It is sent deep to right field, but it will be on the warning track and
not away in front of the big scoreboard.
I believe that is Trey.
Up next for Minnesota, Brian Dozier, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one.
Brian Dozier, whatever you want to call him. The 1-2 count. As Dozier will pop this one up, he gets under it, and that will be an out to Caleb Joseph,
and that'll retire the side.
So 1-2-3 inning for Dylan Bundy, no strikeouts so far. As coming onto the mound is Jose
stepping up
Barrios
to the plate, Tim Beckham. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first.
He is in the DH role. As the pitch,
3-1.
Obviously it is a 3-1 count. After that fastball that was in there for a strike, Barrios 3-1 count still, and he gets the fastball
there finds the zone as the count goes 4 now, 3-2.
It's now full count to Tim Beckham.
Payoff pitch home.
Comes back at it with the fastball.
Really good at bat here from the leadoff hitter as he'll force him to throw another one.
Now looking to get his 2-seam for a strike.
Ripped down the first base line. Mauer is there. He'll take it to the bag himself, and the leadoff man is gone here to start the home first.
Now up is
in now for the O's, Danny Valencia. Lifetime against Jose Barrios. Just a couple of matchups, no hits in 2 at-bats.
0-2 count for Barrios. As the pitch
line toward the gap in
will
left
get
center.
down for a hit.
And the Orioles have their first hit of the season.
Get there. But yo, what's up, Rev? So,
ready now for
Manny Machado, the shortstop up. This is opening day, by the way, Rev. We went down in a 1-2-3 inning, and then 1D, and they have 1 out, 1 man on after the base hit. Berrios with the 2-1 count. The fastball, Machado will fly that one out to the right field. And Max Kepler's, he will throw that one in, which will hold the runner at first base. I'm playing on veteran for right now, but if I find like a good slider set for maybe like legend, where I'm not gonna get great, but like it's like an even even game, I might move it up to veteran. I mean legend, or if I get more comfortable with this, then we'll have to all-star, etc. Just keep bumping up the difficulties until. You know, I want to make it as realistic as possible. Miguel Sano batting 264 last season.
2 hits in 7 tries.
Is now up as Berrios. Well, and inning. So, the 1-2 count. Guest pitch is on, by the way, as Sano will ground that one out.
Throw to first will be
yeah,
in time,
maybe I should do all-star pitching, because pitching is kind of, yeah, no, I'm actually going to do that. Pitching is kind of easy. Yeah, no. Hitting, I wasn't even really able to hit on
digging in.
I wasn't even really able to hit. I forget who's up. Oh, Joe Mauer is. Right.
Here's the 1-1 delivery.
They kind of fixed the hitting this year, as Mauer will get on base.
And that's their
so
first
Mauer
of the new campaign.
Gets the first hit for the Minnesota Twins of the season, which kind of a good storyline. Is Max Kepler hitting 8 bombs last year, 6 RBIs
for him
as
here
well.
with
It
a
is
runner
an
at first
0-2
now
count.
and 1 away.
So probably going to take this pitch because I feel like it's going to be outside. Dylan Bundy is pitching. Oh, the changeup just gets in there. That's a nice pitch.
Out of the inning.
Eduardo Escobar last year.
Standing in.
I believe he's the DH for today's game. Yep, he is. So now a 3-2 count.
Now the
Who's going to
3-2
steal
pitch.
him? As
Right
Escobar will not be able to get it past the second
takes care of him, and that'll end the inning.
But each team's with 1 hit. Jose Berrios on the mound right now. He's working with 19 pitches.
And here's the big right-handed power threat, Trey Mancini. And they'll have 5, 6, and 7 here to start the home half of the second.
Out there
and he
for
takes
Berrios' first walk of the
leadoff
season.
man's aboard here to begin the home half of the second.
Jonathan Shoop, whatever you want
Into the box,
count
Jonathan Scope.
For Berrios, as that
with
would
a
be
man on,
a double play. If they can turn it, they get 1 and they get 2.
On to first, and they get the
There's
double play.
a double play.
Nice job on the mound to bounce back from the leadoff walk. Those are usually pretty costly, but that won't be the case this time after the 2 ball.
As Berrios working an 0-2 count, he gets the curveball and he gets Jones to pop it up to the catcher in Garver. Garver gets underneath it, and he will catch that to end the inning. Now I'm hoping to get
a nice aerial shot there of the Inner Harbor in downtown Baltimore as we welcome you back to the Charm City.
The stream, I have no idea though. Who's up? I didn't see. Jorge Polanco.
Box now,
all right,
Jorge
I'll get
Polanco.
used to the numbers.
We are all set to begin the 3rd inning in this one. And he lays off there, ball 4. So the leadoff man is on here to
first batter, I want to say. Yeah.
Begin inning number 3.
Bundy works his first batter. Is working with 24 pitches, I think he said. Yeah.
Standing in, Mitch Garver.
Ooh, honestly, yeah, let's do it. Mitch Garver up.
Now the 2-1. And there goes Polanco. Strike
and
called.
Polanco will get in there with the Twins' first stolen base of the season. That is 4 hits.
You know, I like the aggressiveness there. They haven't crashed the scoreboard to this point, so it's clear they're trying to manufacture something by forcing the action. We'll see if it works out for them.
The 2-2.
Why'd I swing? I tried to check it because I knew that slider was wide, but he got me. Fair enough. Byron Buxton, speedy Byron Buxton. 0-2 count. Buxton, obviously. Honestly, it's 0-2 count. I can't do it. That's a ball.
And it's 1-2.
And I do have a guest pitch on. If you think I should take that off,
I think that pitch just locked him up a bit. But lucky for him,
I do like it off, but I will take it off.
A little out of the zone.
Timing just to tick off there as this one's fouled off to the right. Polanco, runner at second with 1 away.
1-2 count. As that slider goes for a ball, so working, yeah, it kind of is, honestly. So 2-2 count, Buxton will hit that out, but doesn't look like it's going to get there. But Polanco tags up and will get there to third base. So 2 outs now. Yeah, I'm going to turn it off, actually. Eddie Rosario up. Gameplay. Wait, how do I turn it off again? Hitting advance? No. Where is it? What the hell? Gameplay option. Oh, shoot. Isn't it, like, down here? Yeah. Off. There we go. Yeah.
Digging in to try it again. Eddie Rosario. Runner in scoring position with his turn.
It's going to be weird to get used to.
Lifted
as Rosario
down the line and left.
I'm still not like the best with zone. I normally go like underneath pitches sometimes. 1-2 count. Rosario will
and he swings here and
send this
one in the air deep down the right field line. And that
just
nearly broke our scorer's tie. Instead, it's a foul ball.
1-2 count. It's probably going to be
again a
ball
1-2
here, but I swing at what was a ball. So the Twins leave a runner in scoring
and the
position.
side is retired.
As we enter the third, bottom of inning number 3. Off. Barrios gets the curveball, he gets
a breaking ball, but he comes up empty, and that's the first out
of the game. Chance Cisco
at
the dish. As Barrios will throw the curveball,
lays off the pitch down and away. Ball 2.
Hasn't been throwing his curveball a lot, but except for like the last few batters, Barrios will get
Cisco to Chance Cisco.
That one goes 78.
The 2-2.
Barrios goes
swung on and missed. He got him on strike.
Cisco will swing and miss. So Barrios with his 3rd strikeout, 2nd of the 3rd inning. As Tim Beckham
digging in for his 2nd at bat. Tim Beckham 0 for 1 for him here in this one.
Full count to Tim Beckham.
Hit hard on the ground towards second.
Another ground out to the second base.
Throw on to Mauer will be in time, and that retires the.
Who throws it over to Mauer.
Here's Brian Dozier now.
Popped out.
We begin the top of the 4th.
This game is rolling right along as we move into the middle innings with no score. You'd think by now one of these.
And that is what he does.
Swing and he sends the ball high in the air into left field.
Enough.
Mancini's on the warning track as he hauls it in for a loud out number 1.
It's all right. I'm not
ready
expecting.
For another chance.
Miguel
Sanoa. He got on top of one. It was a ground out.
Miguel Sanoa. Hopefully he can go deep. Oh, that pitch almost hit Sanoa. Okay, Bundy.
Zeros in the run column here in the 4th inning. Dan, does this continue or does somebody score here?
Oh, you have to love. You know, Matt, we have so many of these games that are 12
will be a fastball, so
and 9 to 8. It's nice to see a low-scoring pitcher do it for once.
As the only hit on the day for the Twins so far, working a full count, 3-2. As he will set this one to the outfield and get on base once again. So Joe Mauer goes 2 for 2 with both hits for the Twins.
He got the front foot down right there,
still
kept
batting
the front
with
shoulder
the 1,000 batting average.
Able to stay inside that ball for a soft liner in the center.
And now up is Max Kepler, who is platooning with Osvaldo Arcia.
Standing in now, Max Kepler. Now a check swing, but he does manage to hold up in time.
Arcia will be batting against lefties.
That's a great job at keeping your hands back. You could tell he was totally fooled. His hips started leaking a little bit. But he was able to stay strong enough with his hands.
Against right-handed pitchers, although he still does have his
ball 4, so that'll load the bases, and now he's really going to need to get a ground ball.
It's a better option as the bases are loaded.
The 1-2.
As Escobar will get this down
into the gap in left center, and he's going to come through here with extra bases.
And more. It will be
1 run is scored.
A 2-run
and he's in safely
RBI
third as they take the lead with 2 runs scoring on the play.
I should say. As the Twins take a 2-0 lead.
He drew a walk his first time.
The Baltimore Orioles.
With the bases loaded, he didn't walk a run in, so instead he makes the cardinal mistake of putting it right in the heart of the plate. And when you do that, you're going to pay the price, and that's exactly what happens with it.
Who is their left fielder? Trey Mancini.
2 RBI double.
Hey, great job just to be able to foul that one off. In today's game, that's what we're seeing. North-south, pitchers want to elevate, want to get you out above the zone or below.
Kepler, the runner at third. Escobar is over at second with 1 down in the inning.
And that wild pitch will not bring in a run.
He'll be in time
a little
to get
slow
him
to
at the
react.
plate, and that's going to hurt because now there are 2 away.
So now 2-2 count. There is a man on third.
Here's
though
the
at least.
2-2. A little
As
bouncer,
Polanco fouls this one off.
fouled.
Ah, damn, Rev. There you go, 2-2 count.
Sent on the ground out to second.
I just need to get used to really the wild pitches. I'm like slow to react. I need to just remember to hit
leading off the inning.
So Barrios is working on
Danny
37
Valencia,
pitches.
and they'll need him to get something going here.
Hey, we're still in the early stages, and this one only down by a couple of runs. But it's really key for this leadoff guy to try to get on and get a big inning started.
This will be his 39 pitches. That will be a ground out. And Sano will rail
the first, and one third baseman grounds out to the other, 1 away.
Manny Machado now 0 for 1 with the fly out
his first at-bat, so making 0 for 1 so far.
Get him out once again as he will, but Sano that
there are 2 away.
Amazing defensive play for Miguel Sano. As Chris Davis
stepping in and ready for another shot.
I'm finally like happy to have
time up, he
third
went
baseman
down
that
looking.
can actually play defense. Vladimir Guerrero Jr.
Left side was well fouled.
Could not play defense.
When that thing goes whistling into the stands, you hope someone brought their glove and is able to get leather on.
Gets Davis to swing and miss for Barrios' 4th strikeout
swing there
of
as
the
they
game.
tie him up
One batter has allowed only 1 hit, no runs.
Coming to the plate now, Mitch Garver.
The
He's 0
Twins
for 1
could be
thus
in a
far.
position to acquire a catcher at some point through the season.
Fastball,
obviously,
not close,
you got
runs
Mitch
it to
Garver
2 balls
as
and
the
a
starter, Jason Castro as the starting catcher in the minors. And yeah, so a 2-1 count.
Hard on the
As
ground
Garver
towards
will
short.
ground this
Machado
one
is
out.
there. And the 5th
What a
inning will
throw.
start with a ground out, 1 away.
As leading
Now
off,
back to
or
the
not
leadoff
leading
spot
off,
in
but
the Twins lineup. Stepping in, Byron
the
Buxton.
number 1 hitter,
It's been
Byron
an 0
Buxton.
for 2 effort for him to this point.
Byron Buxton, the 1-2 count.
And
As Buxton will take the curveball on the check swing for a ball 2-2. Chicago
Not sure
beat
what he
Miami.
saw in that
Seems
pitch, but it
realistic,
sure
right?
looked tempting. At least he held up. He must have been guessing.
Well
And
hit
Buxton
to right.
will be late on that,
But
just
foul.
foul.
2 runs, 3
That was
hits.
actually okay.
No errors in the ball game for
Literally was
Minnesota.
just late. 2-2 count.
3 balls and 2
Fastball
strikes
there,
to the
high.
Twins center fielder.
3-2.
That was kind of a gift to the hitter. He's up there
Did we
probably
go deep
thinking
again?
of
Oh, no.
protecting on 2-2, but when you launch a ball that high out of the strike zone, it's
So there we go.
obviously easy
3-2
to take
count
that
now.
one.
To Buxton, and Buxton
Lifted
will
in
be
the air
late
toward
on that
the
one
line
too,
and
so
right.
working on me
And
good.
foul.
Also, is the game volume too loud? If it is, just
pitch
let
one
me know,
more
and I
time.
can always lower it, turn off completely.
And he takes ball
Buxton will
4,
take the
so
slider
he's
for
on.
a
And as
ball.
you know, that often means the steal
4.
could be in order here.
Now up
Digging
is
in,
Eddie Rosario, right? Yeah.
Rosario. 0 for
gonna
2
steal
for
with
him
them.
to this point.
It's full count steal.
Hoping to send him packing. Pitch on its way. Taken
Whatever, I'll
for
take
strike
that.
3.
But
The
Buxton
throw
with his first
is
stolen
going
base
to be
of the
far
season.
too late.
However,
That's a
obviously
stolen
the
base.
strikeout looking. But Brian
Digging in once
Dozier
again.
now up.
Brian
0 for
Dozier.
2
He
so
flew
far
out in
today.
his last
Everybody's
at-bat.
0 for 2 except for
The
Joe
1-1
Mauer.
is taken for ball 2.
I have
Buxton.
no idea, Rebby. I don't
Second
know
with
if
2
it's
gone.
anyone from KTL or if it's just like a random YouTube viewer. But if it is, cool, you know. Anyone
Hit
is
the other
welcome here.
way out
Dozier
toward right
will
field.
send this
Scope
one
over to
as a
his left,
blooper, but
and
it will
that
get
retires the
to the
side.
second baseman in Jonathan Shoup.
And here's the
We'll
big
get there.
right-handed
As
power
Trey
threat, Trey Mancini.
walked
He'll
his
start
first
things
time
out here in the home fifth,
at
and
bat.
it's been tough
Barrios
sledding
was
for
the
this
only
lineup through the first half of the game.
Mancini's
Yeah,
the
they haven't had
batter,
any
Barrios
momentum
walked.
going to the plate so far in this one, Matt. They need something
As
to break
Barrios
their
now,
way and
the
wake them up
pitch,
a bit.
the fastball
Nice
will
to
go
get
foul.
these fans involved at some point as well.
Hey, I don't mind you throwing a fastball in this
This is a
situation,
full
but I
count.
think, if
Barrios
we're being honest
will
with
throw the
ourselves,
fastball.
that one
Not a
caught a
full
little
count.
bit too much of the
What am I saying?
plate.
Fastball goes high. Scope, not shoot. Alright. The curveball
and he
just missed the
buckled him,
Barrios.
but
Full count. What's his pitch count at?
Full
51.
3
Alright, I
and
kind
2.
of do gotta watch that because we are entering
Jonathan Scope
higher innings.
waits on deck.
And the fastball's held
Squared
off
that one
by
up just a
Mancini.
little late.
That fastball must have a little late life on
Really
it
working it.
because
Not
that was
the best
right in the
for
wheelhouse,
games,
and he still
As the
wasn't able
changeup
to get good wood on it.
held off.
Again,
God
he sends it out of
damn,
play.
really working. Barrios now.
They've locked horns. Here's the next offering. Finally just wear him down as this one swung on and missed for the first out. So one gone, and here's the second baseman, Jonathan Scope.
Barrios is setting up as well. Full count. Count will be a foul off for Scope. Stay alive in the count. Barrios now with the changeup.
And here's a changeup in there for a called third strike, and that's the second out of the inning.
As Adam Jones
two gone in the inning now. Here's Adam Jones.
Not leading off. He's up to Barrios
pulled high in the air out to left field.
Fly out to left field. I'm going to get my terms right someday.
And he'll get there in plenty of time to put this one away, and that...
As that would be the end of the bottom of the fifth, I do believe. Yep, Miguelson in once off the top of the sixth. Dylan Bundy's still in. He's working with three strikeouts, 3 hits, 4 walks, 81 pitches so far. Dang. We're gonna warm up Zach Duke and Ryan Presley. Probably not gonna use him just yet because Barrios does have a good amount of pitches. As Sano will send this one deep to center field.
Jones patrolling center makes the play, 1 out. Ready for another shot now. Joe Mauer. He scored after reaching on a single in his last time up.
As he will go 3 for 3 as that will get down.
And another base hit for him now. 3 for 3 in this one.
You think there's any justice in the game? Watch those two at bats. Both of them hit on absolute screws. One's right at one guy, and then one's the same.
1-1 count. Man on first, 1 out.
Into the box, Max Kepler. Swing
and that changeup will be fouled off. I do believe I swung early on it. Yep. And I was a little bit high on it. Fair enough, fair enough. How's the Chis going, Rev?
The 1-2. High and deep down the left field line.
Well.
And this will wind up a foul ball.
Alright, 1-2 count to Kepler.
The 1-2.
That fastball will foul.
Well, he's having a good amount of success here, Dan, even though he hasn't really gotten a ton of swings and misses.
2-2 count.
Yeah, but for him, Matt, he's more pitch to contact kind of guy, and
as
obviously
Kepler
it's working so far.
Deep,
and the way he pitches, it really keeps his pitch count down.
Mancini is going to get there as he backs up to put it away, and there are 2 gone now.
First base. As
Eduardo Escobar standing in, 1 for 2 with a double on the ledger so far.
Man on first, 2 outs.
1-1, here it is.
As Escobar will get that down for a base hit. Mauer will hold at second. Or move on to second. To make this 2 men on.
Stepping in and ready for another shot. Jorge Polanco comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. Full count, here it comes.
As Polanco will swing and it will not get through, but does Polanco speed to be out? No, he doesn't.
And he's out.
Amazing play by Manny Machado.
Here's Mark Trumbo now to start things out in their half of the 6th as they look to shake things up here for a lineup that, quite frankly, has been non-existent today.
No doubt about that, Matt. They've
caught in the right. No, it will. Yes, it will.
Kepler
almost dropped that.
What else can you say about the pitching they faced other than it's been fantastic? We'll see if that continues as we approach the later innings.
Line drive to center field, and that's a base hit. 1 for 2 in his first couple of plate appearances. Number 9 batter comes through that time as it'll now be up to the top of the order with 1 away.
Dan, are you even concerned about that? You've been pitching out of a wind-up ball game, and now you have to go to the stretch.
It can be a concern sometimes, Evo, but you try to in between starts to make sure that.
Meanwhile, here the throw down to second is not in time, and it's a stolen base.
By me.
Set, and the 2-2 pitch. Hit the other way out toward right field.
And flew out to the outfield as Kepler will throw it all the way to third base, which is off target, but luckily.
Into the box now, Danny Valencia, 1 for 2 with a base hit back in the first inning of play. Now a ball
as that is over
and this will get by Mauer, and down the line it's a fair ball. As he arrives at second without a play, as they also push across his score to make it a 1-run game.
Baltimore is starting to make a comeback.
So much of this game is situational hitting, guys. Nice job there.
Yeah, you've got to find a way to pick your teammates up when you're given a chance. And he doesn't try to do too much right here. He just takes what's there. Safely on second, and his body is high.
And we'll have to leave it there as the play is made.
And get the final out.
Michael Gibbons.
So Michael Gibbons checks with the
now to start inning number 7.
With a 2.75 ERA, leading off from his Mitch
Riding
Garver
in once again, Mitch Garver.
Position.
He's hitless in his 2 at-bats so far.
It's now 1-1 count, top 7. Gibbons.
The 1-1.
With the pitch.
Misses for the second ball.
Fastball
Movement
high.
in the Orioles bullpen now as they've got a left-hand.
I'd rather play Duke, so sit down Presley, warm up Reed as well. There we go.
Now the 2-1 pitch.
Another
hit out towards second.
Garver will ground it out.
And the throw to first is in time, so the leadoff man is gone here to start inning number 7. Here's Byron Buxton now.
0 for 2
thus far in this one.
Fly out, I believe. 2-1 count here, though. Wait, I don't think he has a hit, does he? Yeah, no, he doesn't.
The 2-1 on its way.
As Buxton will get this down for his first base of the season. He does have 1 stolen base
Just
so far this game.
Absolute laser that time.
I have a
Screaming
feeling
off the
Buxton
bat,
is
if you
going to be
will. And SoTrack tells us it went out at 112 miles an hour. Those are the line drives you can hear as they go by.
As Gibbons will throw it to first base to check on
at first with
Buxton.
1 out.
Doesn't think he's going to steal now, which is potentially what Buxton can do.
And again a throw.
Actually, he does. He throws it back to first base. Okay.
Stepping in now, Eddie Rosario.
They throw a pitch out, and it was a smart
and that'll
pitch
be
out.
in plenty of time and a
I gotta be smart
on the pitch out there.
God damn. Oh well.
We're in the 7th inning now. The pitcher's duel.
2-1
2-1 our score.
Now to Rosario's 2 outs as Buxton was caught stealing. As the pitch is inside the fastball.
Time to focus here. This game is way too close to be walking, guys, so we'll see if he can make him swing the bat on this next pitch.
Set. Here's the 3-1.
As Rosario will not get this
to shortstop, but
nice play by
retire
to end.
Here's Chris Davis now.
So how much pitches does Barrios have? 76. That's going to be the end of the day for Barrios. So getting put in the game is Zach.
Here's the Minnesota skipper making his way out to the mound.
Zach Duke worked at 3.93 ERA
that'll be all for his starter this afternoon.
1 win, no losses. He is a
lefty
lefty
as well. Go to the bullpen now, and it'll be the left-hander here to face the upcoming left-handed batter. Ground ball right side,
so
straight into the shift. And that's out number 1.
Joe Bauer for out.
Digging in once again, Trey Mancini. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up. Oh, they have him looking awfully confused up there right now. It's 1-2.
Oh, that would have been a ball. As the curveball
line to the right side.
Hit, and it's missed.
That finds some outfield grass. It's a base hit.
And almost
won't be in time as he reaches it first.
But
today's game, there's so many shifts being
is Jonathan Scope
on a day-to-day basis. For a batter to stay tall and drive a backdoor breaking ball the other way fires me up.
3-2
Another
count.
full count pitch home. Got
as
him
the
looking
fastball
with the
gets
fastball
in there
as that had some
two-seam
movement to it. 2 gone. So it's a runner at first with 2 men out. And standing in the fine center fielder, Adam
as Jones sends this one
high in the air and deep to straightaway left.
No, it won't.
Maybe not, as this stays up in the air long enough to be.
As Rosario is there to get the out.
Digging in to try it again. Brian Dozier. It was a fly out for him in
the 8th inning.
His last trip.
And Dozier will not get that down for a base hit. This will be a ground
Throw
out
on to first in time, so the leadoff man is set down to open up inning number 8. Ready?
Gilson, no. I do just want to pitch a quick warm for Fernando Rodney. He is our closer, obviously. 1-1 count to Gilson. No.
Here comes the 1-1.
Give us that cushion.
A wave and a miss. A kick behind a good fastball.
A little late on
just
it.
Reached back and threw a high fastball right by him. He didn't stand a chance.
And now 1-2 count.
And he'll try to get him fishing there, but he won't offer in the dirt, and it's back to even at 2-2.
I think if he executes that pitch on the corner instead of off of it, he probably gets some pretty weak
Josh
contact,
is the one
if
viewing.
anything.
Right, that's cool.
He jammed him pretty hard on the previous pitch, so my bet was he was going to try to cheat on the inside part, thinking it might be coming again.
Or he might be
right center.
it for
and that's into the outfield for a 1-out.
Yo, what's up,
hit.
Rev? So to recap, I don't know if you saw, but the Orioles scored a run. Zach Duke is now pitching for us, although he's going to be taken out for us. Went for up as Sano just got a base hit. Now up is Joe Mauer, who's perfect 3 for 3 today. Looking to go 4 for 4 on the day. As he takes the fastball wide. You're losing to the Yankees right now, 2-0. Damn, man. 2-1 count to Joe Mauer.
2-1, here it is.
As that fastball
just missed
goes for a
outside.
ball as well. So a 3-1 count.
From the belt, kicks and deals.
As Mauer sends this deep for another base hit.
Mauer's going to get himself a base hit.
As Sano will stay at third. Mauer will on a second where he is
out at second.
What a play. Looks safe to me, but Max Kepler is now 0 for 2 with the walk.
Working here to bring home that
that's a
very
tough call. I thought
important insurance run standing at third.
Nevertheless, is
looking to keep this a one-run game. The pitch.
As then now, nice play by Manny Machado there to take away a hit and a run from Max Kepler.
Here's Mark Trumbo.
So Mark Trumbo now in, but Zach Duke will be taken out and put in the game.
This thing's far from over, even though we're moving into the back end of this game. Only down by 1. All they need to do is get this leadoff guy, and they're an extra base hit away from tying this thing up.
Lifted out towards straightaway center field. Buxton has it in his tracks. 1 down.
Luckily, Baltimore's a deep ballpark.
And that'll bring up the catcher, Chance Cisco. He was a strikeout victim his first trip, and then collected a base hit his last time around. 3-1
really
to
need Reed to be the best relief pitcher
3-2 full
looks
count.
like on our team. Really need to slide into that role.
Payoff pitch home.
And Reed fouls this one off too. Or Cisco fouls this one off. Really working Reed, which is probably the best option.
Toward the alley
Cisco will get another base
that's
hit.
in for his second hit of the afternoon.
And will stay at first base. So
well, this is where the manager makes his money right there. Nice at bat. Now it's a question of whether or not he pinch runs. Dan, as a pitcher, did it make you a little nervous when a guy had Jets on
as
the base?
Fastball's in there for
about it. This is a very difficult
count.
spot. You're 1 hit away from getting right back into this game and tying this game up. You're going to have to really think about putting somebody on first that might be able to score on a ball in the gap.
And he'll put this one away in foul territory for the second out.
To Brian Dozier to get the out.
In now for the O's, Danny Valencia hoping to build off that RBI double from his last plate appearance.
Reed with the
And he comes back with a fast.
At the end of the strike zone, Brad Bosch
to start the ninth inning.
Record. That's Eduardo Escobar, who's not just because I want kind of run support as well, though Arcia.
Still trying to keep the score right where it is.
I gotta make sure Fernando Rodney's warming up. Yes, he is. Alright, buddy. So Arcia is pinch hitting for Eduardo Escobar. He has amazing powers against righties, which is
Count
what
is
Brad
1 and
Bach is.
2
So
now.
hopefully Arcia can go deep and give the Twins the 2-run cushion instead of just a 1-run cushion.
The 1-2. They really
I
bunch him up
swung
on
at a
that
bad
one. He
pitch
swings and misses for the first out.
As Mitch
Up next for Minnesota, Jorge Polanco. No hits to this point.
Jorge Polanco.
Are you going to pitch your ball?
And the 2-1 pitch.
That's
all even at 2-2.
Went too far under it. All right.
1-run game here in the top of the ninth.
2-2 count. Why? Why did I swing?
Valencia in foul ground. And he brings it in on the warning track.
Who's their third baseman? Danny Valencia. That's right. Charles shortstop.
Ready for another chance. Mitch Garver. He's hitless in 3 at-bats to this point.
So now up is... now up is Garver. Yeah, Garver's now up. 2-1 count.
The 2-1 home. Takes a pass and misses. That's strike 2.
You got to be paying attention as an offense in a hitter's meeting in this situation. When you got a guy on the mound that you know the bottom can drop out of any pitch he throws, You have to elevate.
As the slider gets in
and
there,
that'll do it. The inning is over. So they go down without a whimper here. Nothing further in the Minnesota ninth. Last chance.
So now, checking into the ball game is Fernando Rodney, the closer.
Takes the ball now in inning number 9, looking to close the door.
This game, Manny Machado is the leadoff man here. As the
fastball down near the shoe top.
Didn't catch the corner there, but you can see he was trying to jam him with that running action on that two-seam fastball.
Machado
sends liner to center field. Buxton is there, and that's not the start to the bottom of the ninth this crowd was hoping for. One away.
Boy, talk about hitting into some rough luck. That was an absolute bullet to the outfield that gets caught, and he would have represented the tying run.
All right. 1-2 count.
Standing in now,
Rodney
Davis.
With the pitch.
And now a pitch hit sharply on the ground. 1 out, nobody on. Seared down the first baseline. Well, this is a foul ball as the count holds steady at 1-2.
Holy shit. Severino cooked.
And he struck out again. Circle. That's the third time he's gone down on strikes in this one.
So now
and here's the big right-handed power threat, Trey Mancini.
Definitely has the damage to go deep as the fastball right down the middle.
It's 3-1.
3-1 count. Rodney.
Now
change gets it for the ground now. As the Twins will win their first game of the season, opening day here
1-0 on the young season as this ball game is over.
2-1. And a nice job
here
to come in and slam the door. That's his first save of the season.
But in my opinion, it
won't be his last.
Pitching and defense game, 2-1, the final score this afternoon. Minnesota took the lead in the fourth and held on until the end. Jose Barrios gets the win on the mound, his first of the year. Dylan Bundy pitched well, allowing only 2 earned, but ends up taking the loss. Fernando Rodney hammers down save, his first of the year. So that'll just about...
As Eduardo Escobar, obviously with 2 RBIs, which was ultimately the winning RBIs to get All-American Ballpark. Yeah. So we'll sim through this date there. So Irvin Santana versus Brian Gosman here as we take a look at training. I don't really care about that. So let's just hop right into this, honestly.
Inside the Show.
Yeah, let's just hop right into it. I don't see a reason why not start Irving Santana's pitching today, or at least he should be. The MLB is kind of like weird when it comes to like the rotation, but I think that's only if like I actually sign like Henderson Alvarez and then toss him in, and the like rotation gets fucked up. But Irvin Santana versus Kevin Gosman. So hopefully we can do some. Hopefully our lineup can do some damage on Kevin Gosman too. Orioles pitching obviously isn't the best, isn't even honestly the best team in the MLB. It should be an easy series.
Saturday night base.
But we are the Twins, so who knows?
Kevin Gosman
last year posted
gets the ball for the Orioles in this one. Dan, any thoughts?
ERA.
This ought to be interesting to see how this guy bounces back from last year when he had an ERA over 4. I know his team is expecting better things from him this year. And we'll see if he can continue to get a little bit better, limit the number of walks, and also limit the number of hits per 9 innings.
And it'll be important to stay warm tonight. A chilly 44 degrees here at first pitch.
As Buxton
high in the air out to center field. After it is Jones.
Gone.
Play 1 away.
So just caught by Adam.
And now here's a look at the Minnesota Twins starting lineup. Thoughts, Dan, who stands out?
Well, Matty, Joe Mauer is still a guy you have to be careful with.
Anyway, Eddie Rosario up as
career 300 hitter. You talk about
lead. El Rosario
is a good attack, clutch hit. Basically, every time he walks into the box. I love watching this guy.
Trumbo there to make
I know, I really want Buxton to get like 20 home runs this season, but it doesn't.
Now,
we're not really going to be a home run hitting team outside of Brian Dozier and Miguel Sano, who still haven't yet to homer yet.
Here's a pitch swung on and missed. 1-2 now.
This offense has been warned. If they didn't know already,
I'm
now
just
they
getting
do know. He's got his A-game fastball with him today.
Good as
back up the middle. Scooped up on the backhand. Throw on to Davis takes care of him, and that'll end the...
As
Irvin Santana is on the mound for game 2. What do you have for us on him, Danny?
Hey, thanks, Matt. Irvin Santana comes on now. 3-pitch guy, not overpowering. Kind of one of those guys that pitches to contact. Good fastball, not a great one. 89 to 92 miles an hour with sinking action. Good slider that he'll throw behind an account. His changeup has become a very good pitch. Needs all 3 of his pitches. If he's on early, you'll know he'll be inducing a lot of ground balls.
Time now to check out Buck Showalter's lineup card for the Orioles in this one. Mark, what do you have on this lineup as they go for their first win?
I got that this lineup, Matty, in Oriole Park likes to swing the bats. This place plays small. This place has a low wall. You can drive it out pretty much line to line, and there's a lot of room to be a hero in this yard.
Hopefully we can get some runs that way.
Saws him off here as this ball's popped into the air. And he'll find a way to dodge the shrapnel out there to make the play for route number 2.
Manny Machado up
ready now for
4 so far
Baltimore.
this year.
Manny Machado
getting shut out by the
for him here with the bases open and 2 away.
Machado swings and misses on a high fastball there.
You know, on a cold night like this, I think you're going to see him continue to elevate pitches and let these guys.
With the changeup, gets Machado swinging
that retires the side, and that.
So Irvin Santana with 2 strikeouts. As Miguel Sano.
Now it'll be the 4-hole hitter, Miguel Sano. Will start things out here for Minnesota with Joe Mauer on deck to follow.
For Gausman as Sano will take the fastball outside. Right, this is Gausman.
Strikes, but it misses 1 and 2.
Here he goes, Sano. 1-2 count. Sano sends this one deep, but it won't be
Jones
deep
is under it.
enough as well.
Looks it into his glove, and there's 1 gone.
Again.
First baseman.
As Joe Mauer,
so here's
perfect
Joe Mauer.
for
His career numbers against Kevin Gausman, batting .500, 5 for 10.
The pitch as Joe Mauer
into the
will
slide,
get
and he
roughed
comes up with a great
probably
catch
an
for the second
unnecessary slide,
out.
but he did it to do anyways.
The next twin up, Max
no longer
Kepler.
perfect.
He'll get his first opportunity in this
Max
one.
Kepler up a 1-1 count. To Kepler. As Kepler sends this one high, but it will not be
Jones is under
as well.
it.
And it will be caught by Adam Jones. So Twins through 2 still do not
Down
have
go
a hit
the Twins
or a walk. So Irvin Santana now
Here's
pitching
Chris
for
Davis now.
a full
Set
count
to
here.
lead off the home half
Probably
of the second.
Be a risky pitch down at the knee.
And a check swing here, but the bat clearly breaks the plane as he's set down for the first out.
Or if it was just a called strike.
In now for the O's, Trey Mancini.
Nasty pitch, now 1 on count.
Now the 1-1
Trey
pitch.
Mancini.
Fouled
That is
off.
fouled off.
Still looking for our first hit in the ball game.
Santana now 1-2 count. The slider will be grounded
Live,
out
but speared
to
on a
shortstop Jorge Polanco. Right. Yep.
First, and Santana's got it working here. 2 quick outs.
Second baseman.
Here's Jonathan Scope now, trying to make something happen with 2 gone in the bottom of the second.
Santana with the slider.
1-2 pitch is a slider that misses. 2-2.
Ball there.
Swing
As
and
the
a
slider
miss as
will
the slider
get
sets him
Jones.
down for the final.
So Irvin Santana
out
with
of
the
the inning.
first strikeout of the game. Through 2
Eduardo
innings, so
Escobar
that's
standing in.
strikeouts
He's the
per
number
inning
7
as
hitter, but he's
Eduardo
leading
Escobar.
off the third
now
after the
up
first
at the
6
DH
guys
spot.
in the lineup have been retired in order.
Yeah, it's been a great start to
As
the guy on the
Escobar will
mound.
take the
It'll be
slider
interesting
for a
to
ball
see
there.
if they can find a way to get to this guy before he really settles in.
The Yankees
Boy,
are
that's a
beating
great
the Orioles
breaking
in
ball
real
right
life.
there. That's a tough pitch to
9-0.
lay off when that
As
ball's
Escobar
coming
will
in
get underneath
at that
I
plane
do
right
believe
there.
He will.
Quality
That'll
take.
be an easy catch and out
Jones
for Jones.
comes on now, and he has it
Even
1
underneath
down.
Pitches. Dang it, dang it, dang it.
Batting 8. Shortstop. Jorge
Digging in the
Polanco.
switch hitter, Jorge
Jorge
Polanco.
Polanco up. 13 bombs last year. One count as he takes
2
the
balls and a
fastball there.
strike.
2-1 count.
Sent
As
on
that
the
will
ground
go
out to
for
second.
a friggin'
On to
ground
Davis at
out
first,
there.
and there are 2 away.
Batting 9. Catcher.
As Mitch Garver
Up
now
next
up.
for
I don't think he has a hit, so he has a hit this year, right?
Minnesota,
He does not.
Mitch
All right.
Garver.
2-1 count.
Into the
Mitch
windup.
Garver.
Here's the 2-1 pitch.
This
And
fastball
a
slide there.
neck-high fastball that time.
3-ball count right now. This looks like the best chance of getting a base runner on so far.
count now to Mitch Garver. As Garver will ground this one out, so still a perfect game for Gosman.
Throwing the dirt, but a good stupid first saves an error as the side is retired.
Yeah, right. 2-1 count. How's the Chiss going, bud?
The 2-1 home.
Santana 2-1 count.
Is a fastball down below the knee.
This is really a
ball didn't go his way on 2-1, but it's important here on 3-1 to still make a quality pitch.
3-2, I should say. Well, 3 for Gosman, 2 for
You have to have the mindset that you're still the one in the driver's seat.
I haven't started yet. Oh yeah, that's right. You start 10:45. My bad. Or 11:45.
Swing and a miss. That's strike
10
3.
or 11:45.
Anytime a pitcher locates a fastball on the inside corner, it's going to be a tough pitch to hit. That one was spot on.
Oh, it's 11.
It's 11,
damn. I don't know why. It's 11. You guys are starting. That's cool.
Into the box, Mark Trumbo. Ripped on the ground.
As Joe Mauer with the ground out, he'll take it himself. So Santana now. Perfect 2-2.
And that'll bring up the catcher, Chance Cisco. And Dan, it seems like this starter is just dominating the game right now. Feels like we're seeing a lot of 3-up, 3-down innings.
No doubt about that, Matt. Hey, I've enjoyed watching him go about his business, but I'm also interested.
As he gets
and we'll have to leave it there as this is strike 3. And
this will go down as
here's Byron Buxton back to the top of the lineup as they're still looking for their first base runner in this one.
No doubt about that, Matt. They've yet to figure this guy out on the mound. He's looked great so far.
He has, but we'll see if this second trip through the order changes anything.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see what kind of adjustments these hitters are able to make in the middle innings of this game.
1-2 count. Takes the fastball there.
Inside with the fastball, but it misses here, and it's back to 2.
Gosman's working with 32 pitches.
Well, if you love pitching and defense, this has been a game for you. Are you happy with that, Dan?
I think this continues for a while, Matt. Both of these pitchers are throwing very well, throwing strikes, having good command of their off-speed pitches. This is going to be one of those low-scoring affairs.
Digging in for his second at-bat, Eddie Rosario. He flew out in his last at-bat.
Who's that? Eddie Rosario.
The windup and the 0-2 pitch.
To Eddie Rosario.
Hard hit ball to second, taken in by
so much for working
Gosman, and that's the second out.
Hopefully we can get him to at least like 3 pitches.
Digging in to try it again. Brian Dozier. He got on top of one and was a ground out.
He can go deep. How much power does he even have? He only really,
victim last time.
Against righties, but he reaps against lefties.
Smoked on the ground up the middle.
Get a hit
and that's the first hit in this one for Minnesota.
Baltimore.
Nice execution right there, Dan. Kept his front shoulder in, kept his hands inside the baseball, and ripped the base hit up the middle.
And if you're a pitcher right there, you can't get discouraged. Sometimes even when you make a good pitch, the ball's going to find a hole somewhere.
As Dozier steals, and he is safe as
Miguel Sano.
In
there easily as the throw bounces on the way down.
As up is Miguel Sano on the 3-1 count. That was a called ball. Could have been called a strike, honestly.
Looking to fade his first walk. Here it comes.
As Sano
sliced hard on the ground.
Will ground out,
and
so the Twins leave a runner in scoring position. Cannot bring him in, but Tim Beckham
riding in once again. Tim Beckham. He's 0 for 1
Santana
thus
working
far.
a perfect game so far.
So Beckham 2-2 now.
Miss on the slide and makes 2-2 count. The fastball goes high there for a ball.
Great AB so far. I'd really like to see this guy work a walk and get on base for this team. Maybe give them a shot of confidence. But they got a shot to get back in.
And the Orioles have their first hit of the game.
As well. He gets a hit through. Danny Valencia now.
Stepping in and ready for another shot. Danny Valencia. Last at-bat didn't go his way as he popped out in foul territory. To 1-2 now.
Fastball will
working for the punch-out and the offering.
Will be fouled off by
still a ball and 2 strikes.
Wait, so you're doing your playoff franchise drive?
And here's a
slider gets in there for his 6th or 7th.
Free called, and that'll be the first out of the inning. Here's Manny Machado now.
The shortstop, number 13.
Count.
No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike.
Yep. Are you live streaming it or?
That fastball must have a little late life on it because that was right in the wheelhouse, and he still wasn't able to get good wood on it.
And he struck him out. Strikeout number 8 now in the ball game for him.
Santana gets his
ready for another chance. Chris Davis. He got called out on strikes his last time through. Takes a high fastball for a strike.
Got to believe he had the green light in that situation. 2 outs, 3-0 count. This guy can certainly handle the bat. That's a perfect situation to let him loose. But I love the fact that he's key-holding a certain area, and it wasn't what he was looking for.
And he will indeed make the play in foul territory. Now batting, Joe Mauer. He'll step in to start things out here against Kevin Gossman.
Now a 1-1 count to Joe Mauer. As Mauer
hit out towards second.
Not get
Scope
that through
towards second.
Base
He's got
hit,
it. And the 5th inning will start with a ground out, 1 away.
Max Kepler now
in now. Max Kepler so far 0 for 1 with a flyout.
Now
the 1-1 pitch.
Hopefully he can knock one out of here.
Lifted the other way down the left field line. And that will end up a foul ball.
I'm gonna try to live stream this every day, honestly.
Skied in the air to straightaway left. Mancini waits on it. He's got it, and there are 2 down now.
Sally, no one's watching, but it's okay.
Forward now is the DH, Eduardo Escobar. Fly down in his first at-bat.
Who's even up?
So making 0 for 1 so far.
2-2 count.
Bouncer up the middle.
Escobar cannot get that through.
Off balance throw. Gets it.
Right.
Nice play there.
So Trey Mancini, how much pitches is Aaron Santana? He's at 51. What's his stamina like? Oh, damn, he has 92 stamina. He can
from the windup, the 1-1 pitch. Fly ball out to right field.
Right, that's not Mancini.
No, Kepler's
right?
there for it.
We'll send this one to right field.
One down.
Gets the out.
Ready now for Baltimore. Jonathan Schoop. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up. And they'll run this one in on him, and he can't connect, so he finds himself down 1-2 now.
This offense has just been flailing at the plate all game long, so it's no wonder why they've only been able to pick up 1 hit so far. I'm not seeing much of a game plan from these hitters.
Fouled away.
4C. Well, I'm also going to be playing Fortnite tomorrow, too.
The 1-2.
Obviously, but
misses ball 2.
For ball, but I'm gonna live stream this tomorrow. I want to try to get at least the first 2 weeks done in this stream.
He stays alive, still 2-2.
Little guessing game going on right now. Being late on that fastball after the change, he had to be sitting off speed right there.
So,
full count now.
I doubt it. But yeah, you know, 3-2 count.
And he finally wears him down here as he strikes him out after a 9-pitch at-bat.
Well, this pitching staff has done a pretty good job
right
right
back,
there.
By the way. What's up, boys?
That's the 4th time he struck out, and we're only in the 2nd game of the series.
So where are we? I've seen 10 and 9 strikeouts on the day.
Looking for his 10th strikeout. Here's the pitch. Hit down the third base line. But this will get fouled, so they'll do it again. 3-2.
Made a nice ass play to Jones.
And he will strike him out. 10 now in the ball game, and the inning is over. 1, 2, 3, go.
1 hit though for each team, so this is
at the plate for hit Polanco. He's set to lead it off in the Minnesota end of the 6th. Now the 2-1. Swung on and missed for strike number 2.
You know, you don't face too many guys that have thrown a nasty splitter like he has today. He's had this lineup off balance all game with that pitch.
Skied in the air to straightaway left.
Sends this one
Mancini
deep, but
has
once
a
again,
play.
story of the
1
game
out.
will not be deep enough. That's what she said, number 2. Rich Garver up now.
Mitch Garver.
1-1 count.
1-1.
When hit still for each team as where was
number 2.
Garver even?
Oh, man, he took a swing and a half at that one. I think some frustration is creeping into these guys, so he might have just been trying to get his guys on the board with one swing.
Sliders, strike 3 called, and that's a
questionable
pitch
call.
right there. 2 gone.
As I believe that's Gosman's first ring. Yeah, that's a questionable call, but
So the
Byron
batting
Buxton
order
now
turns
up.
over now and set to go. Byron Buxton, 0 for 2. He's flown out twice.
Swings on splitter.
Ball in 2 strikes here.
Strike. 1-2 count. Buxton takes a slider,
runs away from him there, and the count levels at 2-2.
Gosman now at 58 pitches.
Now a swing as he shoots this down the right field line.
Base hit
and that's a
into
fair
the right
ball
field
as it'll head toward the
and
scoreboard.
He will go for 2, and he will get in there.
And he is into second with a 2-out double.
Wow, he almost blew that fastball by him, but he showed some quick hands to catch up to it and drive it down the opposite line. Didn't keep it fair by much, but he did, and that's a nice 2-bagger.
To Eddie Rosario.
Set and the 1-1 pitch.
As Rosario looks
at
this
out
one,
to center
he
field.
sends this one deep, but it will be caught by Adam Jones.
And nothing will come of the 2-out double as the inning is over.
Laid out as Mark Trumbo now.
Here's Mark Trumbo now. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far.
Santana gets
and
the
this
slider
one is
there
over,
for
and he works the count back to 2-2.
A strike, 2-2 count. Santana with the slider again for his 11th strikeouts.
And there's strikeout number 11 in the ball game.
Right now. Hopefully,
and that'll bring up the catcher, Chance Cisco. Comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. A ball and 2 strikes to the Baltimore backstop now.
Wild card time.
We're seeing him in an absolute groove out there in the mound right now. Retired
12th strikeout for Santana.
And mechanically, he looks really consistent and fluid to me.
He throws him on the breaking ball that time. Chance Cisco.
2 out,
number 2 this inning.
Santana.
And he's got another one. 13 strikeouts now in the
side.
Here's Brian Dozier now.
And
guys, 7th inning already.
Who hasn't yet to get a hit? Polanco and Garver and Rosario.
Hey, I'm not complaining, but this one's been flying by.
Yeah, I'll agree with that, Ned. That's what you get when both starting pitchers have it working. Neither of them have been nibbling around the strike zone at all, and they've trusted their defense to make the plays, and they've done just that. Yeah, and it's resulted in a game that could really go either way in these late innings. High fly ball after straightaway center. And the 7th inning starts with a fly out here, 1 away.
Caught for the out.
Ready for another shot now. Miguel Sano, 0 for 2 with a fly ball and a ground out on his line to this point.
Actually, do something. Who knows? 1-2 count.
The wave at one around the shins with no luck.
I mean, strike.
He's pitching well. We're working into the middle innings right now, but this is what he's really going to have to bear down when you start going through that lineup the second and third time. You kind of emptied the bucket out already, so he's going to have to continue to buckle down and make good pitches.
So he sets him down swinging. Miguel Sano, second out in the 7th inning. 0-2 count. Here's the pitch.
Takes a fastball.
No offer at that one. It's 1-2.
Decided to go with a fastball there on 0-2, but what he's trying to do with that pitch is to expand the strike zone. Maybe you get a guy to offer at it, but at the very least, it helps set up your off-speed stuff.
And Machado will make the catch.
Top 7.
Ready once again, Danny Valencia.
Is working at 74 pitches.
Starting to run out of time. They haven't been able to score any runs as we're moving late into this one. A perfect time for this leadoff guy to try to get on base and ignite a rally.
We'll let Reed get another inning.
The 1-1 home.
Santana with the slider, high slider.
Ball number 2.
A ball. And Santana.
Not cheated on that one. It's 2-2.
Boy, he
get
Duked him out of
Danny
his
Valencia.
shoes with that changeup. Stood almost no chance of doing anything with it, but it probably looked good coming in.
That is sent
high
deep
and deep to right
but
center.
Buxton,
Calling for
Speedy
it.
Buxton will be able to get there
Makes
for
the
the
play,
out,
one
just
away.
outside the warning track.
Here's Manny Machado now. He struck out swinging in his last trip to the plate.
How's your Yankee game going? The Yankees are a tough team, honestly.
Ground ball sent back up the middle. Polanco scoops it up, and there are 2 away now.
Later on here in April or in May.
Digging in to try it again, Chris Davis. He's 0 for 2 with a strikeout in this one. He's fallen behind now, 3-1.
I know this team has been struggling offensively, but here's a perfect situation with a 3-1 count. You have a chance to do some damage. You know you're getting a guaranteed fastball.
Ooh, you came back. There you go.
Hard hit toward the hole.
No, we'll get him on the shift.
On to first, and this will remain a tie ball. Max Kepler the next to grab a bat.
Who's up? Max Kepler? Yeah, we'll keep him in.
0 for 2 from him so far in this one.
Not sure if this is a powerhouse pitching performance by both teams or bad hitting, but as we're moving late into this one, it's about time somebody puts something together to try to score a run.
And the 8th inning begins with a flyout, quickly 1 away.
Alright, so we're going to sub out Escobar because he's our DH, and we're going to put in
number 33. Move into the on-deck circle now to try to get something started here with 1 gone in the inning.
Amazing power against righties. Takes a fastball there. Gosman
a little bit outside. 2-1.
Yeah, thank God I didn't answer. Going to the 12th now. Let's go, Revy. Hopefully you can win. As Arcia sends this one deep.
High and deep to right center field.
Will it be gone?
Jones going back.
It is Oswaldo Arcia.
Into the bleachers and gone.
With the pinch hit bomb in the top 8 for Minnesota. Minnesota's first home run of the season
to right center,
is off
and
of
it's now a 1-run ball game.
The former Twin back in 2014, 15, and 16 didn't play with the Twins last year. Comes back, signs as a free agent at the beginning of the year. He's going to play a platoon role. He's going to bat against lefties, even though all his power is really against righties. He still has some power against lefties.
Now he looks up at the scoreboard and he's trailing.
And what a
That's
bomb
demoralizing, but he's got to forget about it quickly.
As that will be the end of Gosman's
And now here comes Oriole manager Buck Showalter on his way to the mound.
As coming in
and
now
he's
is
going to motion
Michael
for his
Givens,
bullpen here. That'll do it for the starters tonight.
The only thing is now up is
Michael
Jorge
Givens
Polanco.
gets the
So
call
if the
as he'll
Twins
pitch
can maybe
with 1
get another run,
on in the top of the 8th.
that would be lovely.
In now, Jorge Polanco. Counts even 2-2 for
I'm actually going to go to my
Polanco.
bullpen quick. And I'm going to sit down Taylor Rogers because there's no need for him now. We're going to warm up Fernando Rodney. Once again, 2-2 count. I didn't even think that I was going to go for a home run, to be honest.
Here now
but
to
it did.
2-2.
2-2 count.
Very weakly
Polanco
on
fouls
the
off
ground.
the changeup, and
That winds up
that would have
foul.
been a ball. But still a 2-2 count. Yeah, Michael Givens pitching, right? Here we go, Polanco. As he takes a fastball there for a ball to make this a full
count.
count.
A right-handed batter waiting next, but he could very well be pulled back as the situation dictates.
You kind of do need to upgrade at catcher. We'll get one eventually, hopefully.
Hit out towards second. Scope
will grab this one out.
And there's out number 2.
As St. Louis meets the Mets.
There's a look at the final line for the Orioles starter. He was on point from the get-go this evening.
2 strikeouts. She wasn't that bad as
digging in once again, Mitch Garver. 3rd trip to the plate for him here tonight. 0 for 2 at this point.
Garver. What a time is right, Rev. What a time is right.
Here's the 2-1.
What am I swinging
way behind the big fastball.
He's going to need to shorten up and get that foot down a little bit earlier if he hopes to be catching up to that fastball.
To Garver.
High in the air out to center field.
This one deep to center
Jones
field, but it doesn't look like it's going to go.
No trouble with this one, and the inning is over. But not before the...
As checking in now is Addison Reed. He pitched in yesterday's game.
Now here comes the Twins manager on his way to the mound. And it appears a change is on its way, as that'll do it for Irvin Santana. Addison Reed
first batter
come on in relief as he'll make his 2nd appearance of the season so far.
Reed. The
Rounded
changeup
down the
fell
third
off.
baseline. But this is a foul ball as the count holds steady at 1-2. Another 1-2
now
delivery.
The slider.
Sliced hard on the ground.
What a play there by
Dozier
Brian Dozier to get there for the first out. The bottom of the 8th. Irvin Santana.
Ready for another shot now.
New York
Jonathan
scored. Damn, Rev.
He went down on strikes last time up.
As
way
the cutter
out in front.
gets Tim Beckham, right? No, who is this? Adam Jones? No, Jonathan Scopari. As the slider
takes
there.
This the other way to right.
Caught by
Kepler
Max
is
Kepler.
right there as he takes it for the second out.
That's under fielder number 10.
That's Adam Jones.
Here's the center fielder now, Adam Jones. Career history with Addison Reed. He's 0 for 4. Ball and 2 strikes to Adam Jones.
Go for a strike.
Wow, not sure what you're looking for right there, but that one was pretty much.
As he
Swing
gets
and a
Jones
miss.
to
That
swing and miss on
retires
a
the side,
beautiful
and
slider.
that will do it.
As now leading off is Byron.
A beautiful
Buxton.
nighttime view there
Top
of the Baltimore skyline as we head to the top of the 9th in
the
this
Yanks
one.
won. Damn, Rev, that's rough. Byron Buxton now 3-2.
Hard hit to first.
He'll foul the
Davis
not
has
even
it,
foul,
and a
grounds
step
out.
on first himself for the
Chris
out.
Davis is playing first.
How about it?
Eddie Rosario.
Ready for another chance? Eddie Rosario. It was a flyout for him in his last trip.
1-1 count. YouTube doesn't really have a delay, honestly, when it comes to live streams. Unlike Twitch. Twitch has a massive.
Oh no, that got him.
Off of Givens. If injuries
And
was
the
on,
effort
he would
pays
be
off
dead
as he's
right
able to
now.
recover and get the second out of the inning.
As Brian
Stepping in and ready for another shot, Brian Dozier.
Givens
It
took
was
a
a
hit by
flyout
Dozier.
for him in his last trip.
Fastball to his face, but okay. Brian Dozier now 3-2
Now
count.
the 3-2 pitch. And this is
Fouls
fouled
off
at
the
the plate.
changeup. Alright, okay. I got underneath
Still
that one.
hanging with him.
Back.
Another good swing to keep it going. 2 out, nobody on.
3-2 count here. From Givens to Brian Dozier. So what are you
Grounder
gonna do
down
now,
the line
Rev?
at third. Valencia takes it in.
Dozier
Throw on to Davis,
slides
takes care of him, and that'll end the inning.
there. So now checking into the game now is Fernando Rodney.
Fernando Rodney comes out of the bullpen to shut things down here in the
Number
9th.
56.
I was gonna live stream as long as I can, to be honest. But I mean, if you want me to end it, I will. It's not that big of a deal. I was gonna keep live streaming.
Is looked at off the plate
It's
for a
completely
ball.
up to you. Honestly, if you want me to end it, I will. I understand. This is that fastball, this short ball there.
Great
3-1.
situation right here. Leading off the inning, you got to find a way to get on base any way possible. But I don't like to take the aggression away from hitters. If it's
I
in
don't
your
care. It's
zone,
up to
I
you.
want you swinging.
Time called here, as with the potential tying run aboard, they'll make the move
Unless
to
you don't
get
mind.
a little more speed out of
As
it.
that fastball will get in
And
there
he
for
goes
a
down on strikes for
for
the
a
third
strike.
time. Back to the top of the Oriole lineup now, and stepping in, Tim Beckham. He'll be looking
But
for something he could
in
drive
the
into
chase,
the
so you
gap and
guys aren't
drive
playing your
home
game,
that
right? It's just like a
tying run
sim.
from
Like,
first.
it's just like a normal KTL sim, right? I'm getting snap. Oh shit, my ex snapped me, right? Let me go open this 2-2 count.
Another
Slider
2-2.
in there. Tim Beckham will
Popped
foul
him
this
up.
one off.
Carver
Play some
over
games,
to
I
his
feel.
right.
You guys should play like
And
the
he makes
critical
the catch
situation
for the
games, to
second
be
out.
honest. Or just like division games.
Third baseman.
In now for the
Valencia
O's,
now.
Danny
3 so
Valencia.
far.
No
Down
hits
to the
in 3
final out.
tries
Full
so
count
far.
for the
He
final
struck
out.
out once.
As
Drilled to
Rodney
the left side. Backhanded.
Oh, there we
in
go.
time,
Rodney
and the
with
ball
second
game is
save of the
over.
year.
And that
Excellent play as
one
the
run
Twins
held up
win.
tonight,
Their second game
1-0 to
was start
final.
off 2-0.
Minnesota claimed the victory
Irvin
despite
Santana
being
had
held to
a
only 3
day.
hits.
Pitched
Irvin
7
Santana
innings
earns
with
his
allowing
first win of
1
the
hit,
season.
13
He struck out
strikeouts.
13 in this one.
You are
Kevin
completely
Gausman
right, Rev.
settled with
He
a loss
wins.
after giving up only
Fernando
1
Rodney
earned. Fernando
with the save.
Rodney
Kevin Gausman
wraps it up for the
didn't
save,
pitch
his
bad either.
second.
He allowed 3
So
hits.
that'll put a wrap
One
on
run,
things here
just,
this evening. From
so
our
all the
partners
Marcio
Dan
home run.
Plezak and Mark DeRosa, I'm Matt
3 hits, 2
Vasgersian. This has
strikeouts.
been a special
Honestly,
presentation
not
of
a bad day. As we look to take the series tomorrow with, I want to say, I don't even know who's on the mound tomorrow. Who is it? Lance Lynn? Jake Odorizzi, right? Oh no! Are you fucking kidding me right now? When you accidentally almost sim season. Well, luckily though, it auto saves after every game and not after every thing. Honestly, I think I might end it here.
Welcome
and watch
everyone, a very happy
stream.
Easter to you from all of us here at Inside the Show. Let's recap how
I'm gonna
Saturday's
play
games
one more
played
game.
out. Starting in the American League
I'm just gonna
Central,
finish out the series
Irvin
against
Santana
Baltimore,
got the
and then I'll hop on and watch your Chish stream. I still want to end on I want to get at least a series in tonight. Are you gonna? Yeah. Tomorrow I am gonna stream, but I'm gonna be playing Fortnite probably all morning. Then I'm probably gonna. I have some things I need to do tomorrow, but I'm gonna be playing Fortnite tomorrow.
Sunday afternoon baseball from Baltimore.
To evening.
Alex Cobb, Massachusetts-born right-hander, will get the start in this one. Dan Plesac, what do you got?
So I'll probably...
Alex Cobb and another of a long list of guys recovering and coming all the way back from Tommy John surgery. Not an overpowering pitcher, 92 to 94 miles an hour would sink. Good changeup, good curveball. He's the guy that needs to establish the strike zone early. He's not the kind of guy that's going to blow you away.
Hopefully level 50.
Now here's a look at the Minnesota Twins starting lineup. Who do you have your eye on, Dan?
Well, Matt, we'll see if Miguel Sano can be a difference maker.
Tier-wise,
he often is. He's got
great
great power. I love watching a guy can take the ball to the opposite field or go to dead center field, and that's exactly who he is. BP is impressive, and I wouldn't be surprised to see him launch one in this one.
Final game if you want.
Line drive, and that's a base hit into center field.
Nice piece of hitting right there. Kept his shoulders square, his hands inside the baseball, and was able to fight off a good, nice executed pitch for a knock.
It's all up to you. I mean, I know this might not be like the funnest thing to watch, but I'm doing my best, It's fun to do.
Brian Dozier.
As Dozier!
This one is launched.
What a home run by Brian Dozier.
Gone into the home
knocks it out of
for a
Camden Yards.
home run.
That's what I need to see. Alex Cobb gets lit up
So
there.
a two-run shot to left center. First home run of the campaign
I'm gonna say about
for him, as the Twins have taken a 2-0 lead.
Guessing of the length. Is it gonna show it? It's a no doubt, so it should show. Whatever, I'm just gonna skip past it.
I can tell you one thing. You might get away with throwing a ball in that location in the minor leagues, but when you get one up like that in the zone right over the plate against these guys, you're going to get exactly what he got.
Get ready for some chiss. What the fuck am I swinging at?
Couldn't wait back.
Get ready
for
some chiss. I'll tune into that too.
Hit hard on the ground to second. Scope is there.
Kind of figured it out.
And that's the second out.
Batting then, first baseman number 7, Joe Mauer.
The next twin up, Joe Mauer. He'll get to take his first cuts here.
Joe Mauer, 1-1 count.
The 1-1 home.
And imagine a Mauer bomb.
Lifted the other way out to left center. Machado is calling for it, and that ends the inning. Jake Odorizzi will do the pitching in Game 3 of the series. Dan Plesac, what's the word on him?
Jake Odorizzi is a really good pitcher. Doesn't get a lot of respect for the quality that he has. Low to mid-90s fastball, great straight changeup, and more importantly, a curveball that he can throw at any time. A really strong three-pitch mix. He's a pitcher, not a thrower.
And there's one down now.
For the first out. So now 1-1 count there.
The 1-1 home.
Valencia.
Weak chopper up the line. Barehanded at his knee.
Barehands it
Got
over
him.
First base. Excellent play by Miguel Sano.
Batting third,
Here's Manny Machado now. Previous meetings with Jake Odorizzi. He's got 12 hits in 43 tries. Also of note, the 4 home runs he's hit against him. Fellas, these Twins, as they take the field this afternoon, come in feeling good as they're 2-0 to start the new
all
year.
3 plays
Matty,
go
without
to
question.
Sano, and all 3 plays
Well, the play's been made, and that
easy.
retires the side. 3 up, 3 down for the Orioles. They trail things here 2-0.
So as we head top second, Twins are up 2-0 after
Max Kepler, the next to grab a bat. He went hitless last night in a game where his guys could push across only one score.
One of the keys to securing a win, they want to keep the pressure on and try to build that lead as much as they can moving into the later innings.
Let's call it. They said I went. Now a 2-2 count. Fouls off the fastball.
The 2-2 one more time.
2-2. Kepler.
And he tried to hold up that time. We'll get an appeal down to third, and no swing.
First
Ball
pitch,
3.
honestly. Alright, I'll take it. 3-2 count. And Kepler will get that down
That's
for a base hit, baby.
Around
maybe
first,
2,
he's
yeah,
digging for second.
Gets the double.
And he's going to get to second now with
So
nobody
off,
out.
Man.
Let's slow this one down and take another look. Great camera angle here, looking straight down the left field line. You see him take that inside route to the ball. His hands stay back, and he goes oppo to find himself at second.
Stepping in now, Eduardo Escobar.
Yeah, I definitely should have taken it. Should have, not shouldn't. Here we go. 1-2 count. Takes the fastball
2 balls
for
and
ball
2
there.
strikes
Should be a
now.
3-1
Kepler
count with my
is
ADC.
on second with nobody out.
2-2. As another pitch, the knuckle curveballs honestly always get me, but luckily I'm fouling these off, so it's not a strikeout.
The 2-2 one more time. This is hit high in the air out toward left center. Mancini is after it,
honestly.
1 away. And the runner, not tagging, will retreat to second base.
Okay, here's how the Birds line up today on defense. Let's take a look at Jonathan Schoop. Another one of the versatile new regime ball players. Ability to play second base, turn to double play at
I don't think he has an RBI, right?
6'2", 200 plus pounds, and move over to third base with a rocket arm.
Lifted in the air out towards left center.
Low key take third.
Mancini will range to his left as he tracks this one down in left center for the second out of the inning.
We can't leave this runner stranded. Mitch Garver
coming to the plate now.
Now would be perfect time for your first
Mitch Garver. Opportunity for him here to pick up that runner from second with 2
Imagine
away.
A Garver bomb. That'd be nice. Doubt it though. He's not real home.
Grounded back up the middle. Machado has it. Throw on to Davis, takes care of him, and that'll end the.
Fair enough. So we leave a runner stranded, but luckily
here's Chris Davis now
hit that massive
from the windup, the 1-1
so
pitch.
Hey, we're still in the early stages, and this one's only down by a couple of runs. But it's really key for this leadoff guy to try to get on and get a big inning started.
I think Odorizzi, Odorizzi has no strikeouts yet so far. It's fine with me. The splitter will go for a foul ball there.
Here's another 1-2.
As the splitter there goes for a ball to make this a 2-2 count. Pitching a lot of splitters is Odorizzi. As the splitter, once again, they're fouled off.
The 2-2 one more time. Is a swing and a miss. That's strike 3.
Hey guys, let's take a look at the Twins on defense. And let's focus our attention on second baseman Brian Dozier. We know what he can do from the offensive standpoint, light tower power, but he doesn't get enough credit for his defense, his ability to manipulate the bag and do all this while his hair never moves.
Now the pitch
swing and a miss on the fastball that time, act number 2.
Now, this is kind of right. Yeah, okay, I am on also. I just want to make sure.
Here's Jonathan Schoop now. Into his motion. Here comes the 3-1. He sends nicely, and this ball driven to right field and deep. A leap, but he can't rein it in. It's off the wall. And he will pull into second with a 2-out double.
For the double, so now
here's the center fielder now, Adam Jones. Opportunity for him here to pick up that runner from second with 2 away. Ball and 2 strikes to Adam Jones. The 1-2.
Jones will foul this one off.
Scope at second with 2 down.
His favorite pitch has to be the splitter, honestly. He's been throwing it a lot.
And that's high for a ball. It's 2-2.
92 miles per hour.
A full count now for the Orioles center fielder.
Some pitchers fall into the trap of giving in on 3 and 2 because they don't want to walk the guy. So with the base open, it's
caught.
And we'll have to leave it there as the play is made here.
Eddie Rosario there.
There's the Inner Harbor in downtown here in Baltimore. Charm City as it's nicknamed, as the 3rd inning is set to get underway now.
Buxton can maybe even get a walk here, honestly, just to get on base.
Oh, this is hit high and deep out to left.
This one deep. And it will go off the wall for a double.
And he will pull into second with a leadoff double.
Man, they already hit 1 home run, and I thought they had a second one right there. Not quite enough behind it, though, as it banged off the wall for a double. He's giving up a fair amount of solid contact right now.
Here now the 2-2. And the runner's breaking for third.
Buxton
in there,
is safe
now the throw.
Third.
And it skips in as he shields the bag easily.
Into third safely on that
Here's Brian Dozier now. And remember, he hit that 2-run homer his first time up.
Yeah, that last at-bat, Daddy, he turned that fastball around. He didn't hit it a ton. He didn't hit it a country mile. But, hey, listen, a home run is a home run.
To the outfield.
Into
it's
very
not
shallow
deep,
right.
But it should be deep enough.
Trumbo has it, and I'd be surprised if they send the runner.
And it is.
And he'll make it into score. It's a sac fly and an RBI, and it's now a 3-0 ball game.
Buxton scored 3-2 count.
Riding in once again, Miguel Sano. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. Flying toward the alley in left center. That's his first base hit, make him 1 for 2 now.
Double if Sano can get in there safely, and he can. So a stand-up double.
And he'll post into second here with a 2-out double. Off the bat, it was pretty clear right away that hit was going to get him at least 2 bases.
Yeah, Matt, some people like to crow about homers and powering drives, but you have to like hits like this. A no-doubt double, the second it left his bat. Like you said, the only question was whether the outfielders were going to be able to keep him at second, which they did.
And that misses ball 4, so it's first and second now with 2 out.
So now up is Max Kepler.
Trying to pick things up where he left off. Max Kepler, 2 on, 2 out for him here in the 3rd. The 1-1. Hit out towards second. Taken in by Stoke. They'll whip this one first in time, and that ends the inning.
Wins obviously came in to score.
Here's Mark Trumbo now. Previous meetings with Jake Odorizzi, comes in with 6 hits in 23 at-bats. He's also gone down on strikes 9 times.
Tip of his bat to make this
the 1-2.
Count Odorizzi with yet another splitter.
Tapper down the third baseline.
Make this a tough play, but Odorizzi.
That's out number 1.
For the out. Odorizzi working with 2 strikeouts so far today. So not really a strikeout game.
And that'll bring up the catcher, Chance Cisco. He was hitless in the shutout last night.
13 strikeout game last game. As the splitter
1 ball and 2 strikes to count.
Mancini. That's not Mancini, is it? No, Tim Beckham. All right. No, Chance
2 balls and 2 strikes to count to Chance Cisco. Bases are empty, 1 man out.
By Odorizzi goes for a ball. 2-2 count. Odorizzi fastball
is put in play to the right side of the infield. Dozier charging this one. Throw gets him, 2 down. Ready for another chance. Tim Beckham. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time.
Honestly, probably do
swing and a miss on the fastball, and it's 1 and 2. Bases are empty here with 2 men out.
As Odorizzi now 1-2 count. Twins could potentially be a landing spot for Machado too. They have a great farm system, the Twins, when it comes to pitching and hitting as well, fielding.
A ball hit hard to the left
side.
That
will be
the shortstop got in play perfect.
Longo to get there.
Eduardo Escobar standing in
at the DH spot. 1-1 count. Here as Escobar will foul this one off.
The 1-2.
1-2 count to Escobar as he takes
and
the
breaking ball stays outside.
Tried to work
Alex
in the
Cobb's
backdoor
obviously pitching. One
breaking
strikeout
ball there
for
for a
Cobb.
strikeout, but he just couldn't quite get it to come back to the corner. That's a really tough pitch to hit if you can
2-2
spot
count
it.
as
Stung into the gap in right center for what should be extra
get
bases.
that down.
Around first is Escobar on his way to second.
We'll get that down.
Digging hard. He's headed for third. The relay throw.
Yes, he can. So
but he is in there with a triple.
And that's his first triple of the season. The way he exploded out of the box, you knew he was determined to get to third, and he made it happen.
Into the box, Jorge Polanco. Counts even 2-2 for Polanco.
2-2.
Our strike.
Here now the
2-2.
Hard on the ground towards short.
As he will get a ground out.
First is in time, but meanwhile the runner is in to score.
Great job to cash in following that leadoff triple. Infield's back, so you just want to make sure you get it on the ground, and that's an easy RBI.
1 out. Top four, Twins up 4-0. Is that
no offer on that one? 2 balls and a strike.
4 up ball. Count.
1 out, nobody on.
Fouled off by Garver.
In the dirt, but swung
as
on
it
and
gets
missed.
away.
Cisco has
the
it,
swing,
and the throw to first is there to record the second out. Digging in and looking for more, Byron Buxton. He had a 2-bagger and later scored in his previous plate appearance. Toward the gap in right center. This is going to be a base hit, and he may take that big turn at first. The throw into second.
Is a base hit, but his
and
speed
the gamble will work out. He's in at second base with a 2-out double.
Another double for Byron Buxton.
Digging in once again. Eddie was sorry. Runner in scoring position with 2 down.
Don't worry.
You don't see too many curveballs that want to start in and stay in. That definitely factors.
And the throw to first is there. The inning is over. Twins forced to settle for 1.
Up 4-0. Baltimore now.
Stepping in and ready for another shot. Danny Valencia. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. Down the third base line.
Amazing play by the third base coach.
The 1-2.
1-2 count. Odorizzi
is swung on and missed. He got him.
Beckham swinging. Manny Machado
digging in for his second at-bat. Manny Machado. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. Ripped toward the gap in right.
Get this down for a base hit as a diving catcher.
Machado on his way to second.
Buxton will throw this one in, and Machado will haul.
And he's in there easily at second with a 1-out double.
Wow, I'm shocked he even pulled the trigger on that pitch. He might have been fooled right there, but he was able to keep his hands back and scramble a good pitch for a base hit.
Splitter, but he started it too low as it bounces up to the.
He's now working on 48 pitches through 4 innings. Through 3.1, I should say. As the splitter,
hard on the ground towards short.
Wow.
Throw in time at first for out number 2. Digging in to try it again. Trey Mancini was a strikeout victim in his first try. Swing, and this ball is
gets lit up the bomb there by Trey Mancini.
Nothing's going to keep this one in the ballpark. Into the flag court and gone.
Hey, that's one of the toughest parts about standing out there on the
go deep. Provided a spark.
2 runs, 3 hits, and no errors for the Orioles so far. In now, Jonathan Stoke. That's going to even up the count at 2-2.
Fastball there. Now a 2-2 count.
And as the strike 3 called as he says, "You got to be kidding me," with the side retired.
So Mancini makes this a 2-run game.
Here's Brian Dozier now.
After the 2-run blast. Brian Dozier up. He has 3 RBIs so far today. leading off the top 5th, and Dozier sends this one deep.
Mancini going back
and make that 4 RBIs. Dozier with his second home run of the game, 400 feet.
Well, if you're going to give up a towering blast to one of the best players in their lineup, it's better to do it with no one on base. It stings, sure, but a solo shot isn't going to be the deciding factor in a game.
Standing in now, Miguel Sano.
Controlling Baltimore right now.
1-2 now.
Misses.
If you're going to catch up to a high fastball like that, it's all about getting that front foot down in enough time to allow your hands to start moving forward. He was way too late there.
As Sano sends
this one's driven in the air as well. To deep right field. And that is off the wall in right field. And he's able to hustle his way up to second as he'll reach here with a 2-base hit.
And he obviously didn't let last night's hitless outing get to his head too much, because that's his second hit of the ball game. This one a double. I'm sure he's feeling a lot better about the way he's going right now.
But Sano with the base hit.
And now here
the double, I guess, that'll be the end. The Cobb today is Mike Wright checks in. Last year,
signal to the bullpen. That's going to be all for his starter, Alex Cobb.
His first game is Max Kepler is up here.
Down from the bullpen now, as he'll be making his first appearance of this young season. Stepping in now, Joe Mauer.
Slider there for
and he lays off again, ball 3. Looks like a lefty and a right-hander throwing in the Baltimore bullpen.
Mauer.
That's lifted the other way out to left. Mancini
but
is there.
Sadly not deep
One
enough.
down.
I don't think Mauer was even going to hit home run this season. He might, but I doubt it. But if he can bring in
Max
a lot
Kepler,
of
the
runs,
next
that's all right with me. As
to grab a bat. A hit and 2 tries for him so far. Now the 1-1 pitch.
As Kepler
high in the air out to center field.
Sadly.
Jones is under it.
Now we'll check back up.
He makes the play. Runner tags and heads for third. And no tag at second. He'll head back there with 2 away now. Eduardo Escobar standing in. He's 1 for 2 in this one. 1-1. Takes a pitch for strike number 2.
Hey, this is a big pitch right here. Can't allow them to tack on any more runs. Let's see if he attacks the zone or buries something in the dirt.
Working for the punch out and the offering. Shoots this one over to first.
And
that's through into right field for a base hit. And the runner stuck in a pickle between third base and home.
In a traffic jam now. In a pickle. No one is covering third, luckily, and Sano will get back.
Sometimes you need a little luck. Sometimes you need to get a ground ball with eyes.
Broken defense by Baltimore there. As no 3-0 count to Eduardo Escobar.
Into the box, Jorge Polanco. High in the air out to center field. After it is Jones. Makes the catch, and that'll retire the side.
No, it won't.
1 for the Twins on this swing by Brian Dozier. On to the bottom of the 5th. It's now 5-2 Minnesota. Here's the center fielder now, Adam Jones. Hit it hard but lined out in his first at-bat.
Still pitching. As the cutters
all even now,
2-2.
Here's the pitch on 2-2. Got him.
As the splitter gets in there, as Odorizzi gets his 5th strikeout of the game.
In now for the O's, Mark Trumbo. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far.
Trumbo. Splitter goes foul.
Full count still. We're in the 5th inning here. 5-2 is our score.
Odorizzi now 3-2 count.
Oh, and he can't catch up to the fastball as he swings and misses for the second out.
Is really what
and that'll bring up the catcher, Chance Cisco. Comes into this at-bat 0 for 1 in the ballgame. And he misses 2-1.
Who already has 2 saves on the season. But yeah, Odorizzi now in the 2-1 count.
Soft liner towards
as
first.
Mauer makes
and
the
no
play.
problem over there at first.
That will be the end of the 5th inning.
The next twin up, Mitch Garver, who was sat down on strikes
6
in his last at-bat.
Right, still
outside,
in
2-1. And now a right-hander up and throwing in the Baltimore bullpen. Here's a ball lifted out to Trumbo in right field.
Gets it down for a
and
base
in
hit.
There, base hit.
First hit of the season, right? Yeah. Garver gets his first.
Well, that's what's so disappointing as a pitcher, D-Row. You make a really good pitch, and yet this guy's so big and so strong, he's able to muscle it into right field for a base hit.
Yeah, you hand your batting gloves to the first base coach right there, and you thank your lucky stars.
As Buxton will get this
hard
down
up the middle.
as they
To
look to
second
turn
for
two
one.
when they get
Back
two,
to Davis,
which is
and
very
they turn
rare.
the double play.
It's very rare for
Ready once
Buxton.
again, Eddie Rosario. He's got a hit
Not
in
be
3
safe there,
at-bats
but
to this
he
point.
gets it as Eddie
Wind
Rosario
up
up now.
and the 0-2 pitch.
0-2 count.
Hit down
And
the
he
line at
fouls this
first.
one off.
But this will wind up foul. Still 0-2.
Was early in
5-2
last
is
slider
our
there.
score here in inning number 6.
As Rosario
is
sends this
straight
one
away right
deep
field. Back
to
goes
right
Trumbo
field,
to the track,
and
to
it
the
is
wall.
gone.
And it's gone as they
Minnesota,
add still
Eddie
another.
Rosario with the solo shot to right field in Camden
A
Yards.
solo shot here to straightaway
Can you
right
dig
field.
that,
First home run of the
sucker?
campaign for him as they
The
open it up to
20s
6-2
with the
now.
6-2 lead. Eddie Rosario.
Well, we've now
first
seen
bomb of
4
the season.
homers combined between these two clubs today. What are your thoughts,
As
guys?
the now up
Matty
is
V,
Brian
this is kind of a
Dozier
mini
having
home run
absolute
derby,
beast
D-Row.
of a
Ball
game.
flying out of the
As
ballpark
well,
today.
as
Just great
Dozier will
approaches by
continue
both
with the
lineups
base
today. We were
hit
around the cage during batting practice.
to right
Both
field.
were super confident, and it's coming to fruition today.
They talk about having a day.
Now
How about
is
3
Miguel
at-bats,
Sano
3
for the
knocks?
Twins.
Not a bad
Extend
day,
their lead
D-Row.
We
to
used to say in
6-2.
the big league,
After that home run,
2, can you get 3? And if you get 3, who's on the
Sano
hook
will
for
ground
4?
this one
Chopped weakly to the
out.
left. Throw
Yes,
on
he
to
will.
Davis takes care of
So
him, and that'll
Rosario
end the
with
inning.
that solo shot makes this a 6-2 game, which is what
So the lineup flips over, and
Twins
digging in,
honestly
Tim
didn't really
Beckham.
need to
And
use
Dan, he and his fellow top-of-the-order
open in this
hitters
game.
haven't really offered
Anything
much
as
help for this
Buda
lineup
Rizzi
so far.
or Remain in
No,
for the
your
top
1, 2,
6
3
as
guys are the
Beckles,
ones you look to
fly
generate
out.
a lot of action.
Should
They just
say
haven't been up
Max
to the
Kepler
task so
underneath
far
it,
in
he
this
gets
one.
down.
Still
There we go.
time for them to turn it around, though. We'll see if it happens.
Now batting,
Danny Valentino up.
Ready.
Damage pitch is at 77.
Kenny
Sit down.
Valencia.
There's Duke and Hildenberger.
2 runs, 3 hits, and no errors for the Orioles so far.
Buda Rizzi now 3-2 count. The pitch.
And
It's
solid
sent
contact there as this
by
ball is
Valencia.
belted high in the air
And
out
it's
to left.
not caught.
A leap, but he won't get it.
By
It's off the
Rosario.
wall.
Almost
And now
caught.
this is thrown
Will be
wildly,
thrown
just getting it
and
into the
off the
infield.
bar.
And he'll reach second now with 1 away. Everybody
But
in
a
the
double
park,
there.
including me,
Back
was
on
wondering if this
Machado
thing was
now.
out of here when it left
Hit
the
a
bat.
double.
Well, Matt, I
With
thought
the
it
run.
definitely had the height. It just didn't have the
Buda
distance.
Rizzi.
The outfielder
The
gives it a
splitter
great
there.
effort, but it's just out of his reach. But he does get the ball back in quickly, holding him to a double.
A ball and 2
Fastball
strikes to the
misses
Orioles
top
shortstop.
corner there.
This is a big
1-2
out to
count.
get right here. This is their best hitter. He's a
Now
great
the
hitter, and
splitter
he's a
to
guy that kind of
Machado
spark
is
plug. He gets
popped.
this team going. So if I'm
It'll
on the
be a
mound
fly
right
out to
now,
Byron
you really
Buxton.
want to try to get this guy
Gets
out to
underneath
hopefully
it, and
keep them from
Byron
getting a
Buxton
potential
will throw
big
it
inning
hard to
started.
third. It's an okay throw, a little bit off the mark to Miguel Sano.
First baseman,
Now it's
Next
Chris
to the-
Davis, who went deep. Or no, he didn't. Did he? No, he didn't. Not. That was Mancini. But now in the game is Zach.
Here's the Minnesota skipper
Zach
making his way out to the mound. And we're going to have a
As Davis
pitching change, as that's going to be all for his starter this afternoon.
So Duke checks in and fouls it off by Davis.
I know it's a guessing game, but usually when you flip that coin, it better come up fastball at
Buda
this
Rizzi's
level.
day
He
is
cannot
done
be
as
late right
1-2
there. That was
count.
right in
Davis
the
fouled
wheel.
off.
The
Curveball.
1-2.
Curveball once again to Davis is
And
fouled
he'll
off.
stay alive here as this is chopped foul at the plate. It'll remain 1-2. The 1-2.
Duke brings the
Hot
heat,
shot
and
on the
it
ground
is
is short.
a grounder and thrown
Throw
out.
on to Mauer will be in time, and that
Shortstop
retires the
Polanco.
side. One
As
left for the
Mauer,
Orioles.
Kepler, and Escobar are due up.
Up next for Minnesota,
Joe Mauer now is
Joe
0 for 2
Mauer.
so far
It was
today.
a flyout for him in his last trip.
Hasn't been the best hitting recently.
A
As he takes
2-ball,
the
1
fastball
strike
for a
count to the
ball there.
Twins'
It's
first
2-1
baseman.
count. As
Hit out
Bauer
toward second.
will get a base hit.
And there's his first base hit in this one. So the Twins put their leadoff hitter on to get the inning started.
Just through
There's
the
a
gap.
hit ground ball. Pitcher not able to
So
get a
leadoff
glove
man is
on it.
now
Hard
with Max
single up the
Kepler
middle.
up. He
Yeah,
doubled
watch your
in the
lip.
second inning. It's Kepler.
Right there, Dad. Sent it back right where it came from.
So now a 2-1 count to Max Kepler.
Now the 2-1 pitch.
As Kepler,
high drive to left, back toward the wall, but he's going to run out of room.
Kepler sends that to another planet as the Twins take an 8-2 lead. Kepler with his first bomb of the year, and my, oh my, that is gone. As now pinch hitting for Eduardo
number 33
Escobar
will come on as a pinch
is
hitter.
Oswaldo Arce. He hit a home run in yesterday's game, which was the only home run.
Looks like he was on that
slider,
one, but it's 1-2.
With a
hey, boy, you talk about getting your ace swing off.
8-2.
That's what it looks like right there. A guy with
as
massive
Arceus
power.
and misses once again, so he strikes out
and
this
a
time.
good bite to that slider as he swings through it for the first out of the inning.
Polanco up now.
Digging in the switch hitter, Jorge Polanco. No hits for him yet in the game, despite his team's offensive onslaught. A ball and 2 strikes to the Twins shortstop.
Strike, 1-2 count. As Polanco will foul this one off.
When you have 2 strikes on you, as a hitter, if you get something that you can handle, you have to find a way to do some damage with it. That was a missed opportunity.
Down the first baseline, and he'll take it to the bag himself for the out.
Davis, so now up is
coming to the plate now, Mitch Garver. He's working on a 1-for-3 thus far.
Last inning, 3-2 count.
3-2 pitch.
To Garver, as Garver will ground this one out to Manny Machado.
Throw in time, and the side is retired. Ready now for Baltimore. Trey Mancini will be the man to lead things off here in the bottom of the 7th.
It doesn't look very promising so far in this.
There. Actually, honestly, I'm probably just going to sit down here with Hildenberger. No point in putting him in. We can just let Duke finish out the rest of the game, honestly. 1-2 count.
2 balls and 2 strikes to Mancini now.
You might actually have to put in Hildenberger in the 9. He can go about 7 and 8.
Oh, fastball swung on and missed, and for the second time today, he's gone on strikes. Digging in now, Jonathan Stope, 1-for-2 with a double on his line thus far. Shot to third. To his left, Sano. Will take care of him at first. Good start to the inning for Duke, and that's out number 2. Here's the center fielder now, Adam Jones. Lifetime numbers against Zach Duke. 2 hits in 7 tries. High in the air out to center field. Buxton is going to get there. And the inning is over.
The final out of the 7th inning. So now leading off for the 8th is Byron Buxton.
And now back to the leadoff spot in the Twins lineup. Stepping in, Byron Buxton. He was a double play victim last time around. Hit on the ground to third. To his left, Valencia. Go on to first in time, so the leadoff man is set down to open up inning number 8. Into the box now, Eddie Rosario. 2 hits in 4 attempts to this point.
The last at bat, Nettie D, we heard this guy's a good fastball hitter. He got a fastball.
As Rosario sends this
high and deep to center field. Jones going back.
Is it gone for a second
track, but he can't get it as it's off the wall. He hits the corner and tries for third. And he is into third base with a triple. His 3rd hit this afternoon.
Man, he's wishing right now this game could go on forever, or at least until he can get up again, because otherwise that is probably his last at bat of the game, leaving him 1 leg shy of hitting for the cycle. Regardless, he's had an incredible game.
As Dozier sends this one deep. No way does he get his 3rd here.
Jones looking up.
He does.
And it's
Brian
into the home bullpen.
With his 3rd home run, 405 feet.
Well, in hockey, they call it a hat trick. Hitting 3 home runs in 1 outing is a heck of a lot harder and a a lot more rare. He's having an afternoon he'll never forget.
Into the box now, Miguel Sano.
He has 2
Try to crush that ball.
Right, yeah.
Now perhaps needs to shorten up with 2 strikes.
1-2 count now. As that
and
he lays off a pitch outside as they draw even at 2-2.
He's certainly giving up plenty of hits in this one, but the funny thing is he hasn't walked anyone yet. That tells me he's throwing strikes, but he's just not throwing enough quality strikes.
Sorry. Sano sends this one deep.
In the air to left center, and you can forget about this one. Back-to-back home runs.
Sano, no doubt home run as Dozier and Sano go back to back.
A solo shot that time for Miguel Sano. First home run of the campaign for him as they push this lead up.
They finally take out Mike right now in the game is Bleer.
To 9 now.
As Joe Mauer is now up.
So with a left-handed hitter waiting, they'll go to their own left-hander out of the bullpen. Standing in now, Joe Mauer. This is on the ground over the first. And a diving effort there, but it'll come up empty. It's a base hit.
Hey, you got to respect the first baseman getting dirty right there, but that batter was able to shoot that right past.
Max Kepler up.
In now, Max Kepler.
And that last at-bat when he went deep, he turned around a pretty good fastball. So I'm kind of thinking this guy's a good fastball hitter, so I might want to move that ball up and down and in and out. Try not to throw right down the middle of the plate.
Tonight, as pinch hit, he was playing the DH role.
This one's down to third. They'll go to Scope at second for the force out, and that ends the inning.
The third base in Valencia.
Here's Mark Trumbo now. He'll lead things off against the same reliever that finished off the last inning.
Well, you don't see in this day too many relievers going multiple innings, but guys have to earn that trust of their managers. We'll see how he handles it here.
Kepler is over a few steps toward the line, and he has it for the first out. Ready for another shot now. Chance Cisco 0 for 2 here to start the afternoon. Even count, 2 balls and 2 strikes.
He can pitch the ninth. Oh no, we'll see at the end of this.
Into the corner and slicing foul
by Cisco.
Another try at 2-2.
2-2 count. Chance Cisco.
Chance here for Dozier at second.
Out.
And there are 2 away now.
So a nice play there. By Dozier's
back to the top of the Oriole lineup now, and stepping in, Tim Beckham. Could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far. And 8 innings have come and gone now.
Dozier on the fly for the out.
Digging in once again, Jorge Polanco. Struggling so far in this one and looking to erase his 0 for 4 ball game right here.
Pitching. Orioles
grounded to third. Valencia fields it cleanly. Throw on to first for the out, and that is how the 9th inning gets underway.
Now up is Mitch
ready
Garver,
for another chance. Mitch Garver. He was a ground out victim last time up. Hit on the ground out to short.
This one out as well.
On to Davis at first, and there are 2 away.
Ahead of Davis, who also almost stepped off the bag.
Here's Byron Buxton now. He was retired via the ground ball last time.
Runs or RBIs, I do believe. Yeah, just runs.
Ballman 2 strikes. Sure took a healthy hack that time.
Yeah, and I don't understand that approach at all, Matty. He's not really known for having a whole lot of pop in his bat, but he is known for having really good speed. So personally,
and the shortstop is under it to make the play, retiring the side.
So we had top 9 now.
Digging in and looking for more, Danny Valencia starting things for his side in the 9th as they face the improbable odds of trying to come back in this one.
Yeah, not a lot of hope for them at this point. These guys know these bats still count, at least for their own stats. You can't mill in your chances as a professional. You know, D-Row, as a pitcher, that could be so frustrating. You're taught to try to go out there and make quality pitches, and that was a really good pitch. And I would be willing to bet you he's surprised that that turned into an infield single.
Yeah, at the end of the day, he's smiling. That hitter's smiling, running down first base, knowing he's got an infield single right there. He has no business. He'll line out probably 15 times, but it won't even out. You take him when you can get him.
Rosario will settle under it to make the play for the first out, as the runner will have to head back to first. Here's Chris Davis now. He's hitless in 3 at-bats to this point.
Now the 1-1
swung on and missed for strike number 2. Valencia stands at first with 1 out.
Count now.
And a swing and a miss as they got him with the slider there, 2 away. Digging in to try it again, Trey Mancini. He struck out swinging in his last trip to the plate. And this is swung on and missed. So with that, they find themselves down to their final strike here this afternoon. swing and a miss. He struck him out, and that'll do it here as the ball game is over.
And this will wind up being one of those kind of saves you used to see back in the 70s. I'll tell you, he was on fumes at the end there, but he found a way to get it done.
11-2 is the way this ball game ends. The Minnesota Twins hit 6 home runs as a team on the way to a win. Jake Odorizzi gets the win on the mound, his first of the year. Alex Cobb was only able to work 4 innings as he takes the loss. So that just about does it. For Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, and our entire crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, make your way on over to theshownation.com.
6 strikeouts, including no walk. Zach Duke got the save. Alright. And then Alex Cobb went 0 for 1 with 4 innings pitched, 9 hits, 5 runs, 5 ER, 1 walk, and 2 strikeouts. Brian Dozier, an excellent day, 3 home runs, 6 RBIs. And I think that will conclude our stream. So we got 1 series done. Tomorrow, hopefully, we can get until about here done. Somewhere along here. We're definitely getting the Pittsburgh series done tomorrow. Hopefully, we can get the first this week done and this week done tomorrow. And obviously, I'm not just gonna end on like a 3. I'm gonna play these 3 and this 4 as well, and then we're probably gonna end here. But we'll see how much we can get done tomorrow. But if we take a look so far at the rotation, Jose Barrios was our opening day pitcher, 1-0 with a 1.5 ERA. Irvin Santana 1-0 with no ERA. Jake Odorizzi 1-0 with a 3.18 ERA. Obviously, we get Pineda tomorrow. Lance Lynn the final day. Kyle Gibson hasn't actually pitched yet. Zach Duke has pitched 4.1 innings with 4 strikeouts, no ERA. Taylor Rogers hasn't pitched yet, along with Ryan Presley. Trevor Hildenberg hasn't also pitched yet. Addison Reed has pitched 2 innings with 2 strikeouts, including no ERA but a .5 whip. Fernando Rodney has pitched 2 innings with 2 strikeouts and a .50 whip, and he also has 2 saves so far on the year. Go to lineup wise, Byron Buxton, no home runs, no RBIs. He's batting .308. Eddie Rosario, 1 home run, 1 RBI with a .231 average. Brian Dozier, 3 for 6 with a .417 average. Miguel Sano, 1 for 1 with the 1 home run, 1 RBI with a .364 average. Joe Mauer, no home runs, no RBIs, but batting .545. Max Kepler, 1 home run, 2 RBIs, but batting .182. But I mean, if he can hit a home run, that's gonna be great. Eduardo Escobar with no home runs, 2 RBIs, batting .500. Jorge Polanco with no home runs, 1 RBI, batting. I don't even think he has a hit yet this year. No, he doesn't even have a hit yet this year. Mitch Garver batting only with a .083. Logan Morrison hasn't played yet, along with Bobby Wilson and Brandon Phillips. But Osvaldo Arcia, 1 home run, 1 RBI with a .25 average. Obviously, he hit that home run against the Orioles in this game to give us the 1-0 lead. So I'll see you guys. I'm just gonna save this quick, and then I'll see you guys in tomorrow's stream. Thanks for watching. I'll see you guys in tomorrow's stream. Thanks for watching.